Howdy, how are you guys today? So I have another message today. It's actually tonight, but I was meditating. I was using these Goddess Guidance Oracle cards from Doreen Virtue, and I shuffled, and so I cleared the energy. And so some interesting things came up. The first card that came out was Butterfly Maiden, which is transformation. So I believe that you're going through a very important transformation. Either you are in the middle of it, you're starting it, you're ending it, or you're about to start a transformation, which is necessary for your growth. And so the Butterfly Maiden is from the Hopi, Native American Hopi tribe. And she helped bring about abundant crops for the people. And she was just a sign of hope and sort of like getting untrapped from something, because you know how a butterfly will grow inside of its cocoon and it'll feel really trapped and it'll feel kind of stuck. And then all of a sudden it just emerges and then it shines its beauty for the whole world to see, right? So that's what you're doing. You're going through a transition, or you're about to go through this transition, and when you come out, you're going to be a whole different person, just like the butterfly, completely different. And so when I did the tarot with that, I got 10 of Cups to confirm that card, which is, this is what you're going towards. You're going towards feeling more loved, supported. You're going to have a great family. You're going to be more happy and joyful. You're going to have spiritual fulfillment. And that's part of this transformation. And so your creative skills are going to come more into fruition. You're going to use those skills in the middle of this transformation. As you transform, you're going to discover things about yourself that you didn't even know. And so I have a prayer book, and whenever I was, getting ready to do my readings, I do prayers. And this prayer was really interesting. It was, let me be big, God, not small-minded, not petty. Let me love as you love. So I think I turned to that particular prayer because I feel like there's someone in your life who, it could be family, it could be a love interest, it could be a coworker, whatever, anyone. But there's someone who is being petty with you, someone who's wanting to drag you into that petty energy of like tit for tat, or you didn't put this away, so I'm not going to do that. And some kind of passive aggressive energy that's demeaning your relationship, and it's causing you, it's affecting you, and it's something that you're transforming from, because you don't want to be in petty energy. You want to love big as God loves, as your creator loves. And that's what that transformation is about. Getting these people in your life who are pulling you into this petty energy. Well, they're not really pulling you into it, but because you're interacting with them and you're not healing certain things and they're not healing certain things, it's keeping you in a petty energy, tit for tat. But, so, yes, you are going to go through this transformation. But the cards that I pulled from my own deck said, be prepared to protect yourself from rivals and competitors. That goes back to that petty energy that prayer was asking. You have to love bigger. You have to rise above your rivals and competitors. And I noticed in this card, I put this goes here with these sunglasses. So I feel like you really need to pay attention to people's eyes when you're talking to them. If they're not willing to look you in the eye and really, you can see if their eyes are shifty, or if they're just not really willing to open up to you on an eye level, that's a sign, and that's a red flag. It's something you need to really pay attention to people's eyes when they're talking to you, to find out, is this person a rival? Is this person supportive? Is this person for my highest good in my life? Or are they faking? Are they playing games with me? Are they being manipulative? The eyes never age. Think about that. I'm talking about on visually. They do age, of course, but not like when you look at someone, you can't tell someone's age by their eyes, right? Because the eyes are the window to the soul, and your soul is eternal. Your eyes are like that. That's why it's so important to look someone in the eyes and to really pay attention to that when you're talking to someone and when you're in their energy field, right? But the universe is planning to grant and bestow your greatest wishes and desires upon you, honey bunny. I love this card. So something about Easter, I got these Easter vibes because there's another card that I pulled from from the deck, and most of my cards don't have eggs on them, but this has the Easter egg too on it. So I think there could be, this transformation could start now and sort of complete in the spring, or it could start in the spring, or it could, something about the spring. I don't know if it's like an ending or a beginning, but there's something in the springtime that is significant to this transformation and you getting to this Ten of Cups place in your life. Right? But the universe is going to bestow the greatest wishes upon you, but you have to take a leap of faith. So Anya was the next goddess card that came up, and she took a leap of faith. She actually she was a fairy who mated with humans to help spread her fairy blood here on the earth and her magical bloodline. So something could have to do with you getting with someone who's going to help your bloodline step into more magical and successful path on earth. So, and for the future. But they're asking the universe to take a risk and to put your heart true desires into action. So what is it you really want to do? Take the leap of faith. If it means leaving a relationship where there's pettiness, if it means cutting certain people out of your life, certain things where you feel drawn to this petty tit for tat, low vibrational energy, it's time to take a leap of faith away from those things and towards what you desire the most. And it says, and so this is what's interesting, is when that card came out, to clarify it from my own deck, it says that someone in your life takes everything beautiful in you and shrinks it, and takes everything unflattering and enlarges it. And so, and it's interesting because I was talking about how she's the butterfly maiden from the Native American tribe, and then there's a Native American on this card. I don't know if you can see, that I made. I noticed a lot of patterns and synchronicities in these cards, which could never have lined up because I made them so randomly, and I just stuck these stickers on when I was just doing some board creative stuff. But anyways, so that's something to do with this transformation, is that you're going to be shedding people in your life who take the beauty in you and shrink it, and they take the most minuscule flaws and they enlarge it. And could be at the workplace. It could be personal, like friends, circle of friends. It could be anyone who's trying to take your beauty and shrink it. Like, okay, for example, there's times that I've spent 2 hours getting ready. I feel like I look amazing. I'm going out and I go and someone's like, oh, but you have a little bit of black right there on your and I'm like, okay, I'll wipe that, but what about all the other, can you just be like, hey, you look nice? Or, those kind of people in your life where it's like you're working so hard, or you're in school and you write a paper and you have this amazing paper. And I'm like, yeah, but you misspelled the word. And you're like, okay, I misspelled the word. But like, there's people in your life that are keeping you small, and they're dimming your light. And this is going to change. This is part of your transformation. You're going to start looking people in the eyes. You're going to start seeing them on a soul level. You're going to see things on a deeper level because your angels are helping you with that. And so it says, you've been putting in too much time and effort for meager results, and you need to plan better, and you need to stop worrying that it could, like, maybe you feel like you're wasting your time, or you feel like the things that you're doing for yourself or the self-improvement things are just a waste of time, but they're not a waste of time. Don't have anxiety and feel like you're wasting your time doing self-love things, self-improvement things, right? You're not putting too much effort into yourself. But I feel like there's relationships, these people who are trying to keep you small, who are telling you, oh yeah, well, you look great, but your hair is sticking up here, or I don't know, whatever they would say, or you need to lose 2 pounds, or some nonsensical stuff like that, that is keeping you from your potential, because you're letting it get in your head. And that's going to change. You're going to start recognizing these people are holding you back, and that you don't need to listen to this. You need to go on a no negativity diet. That's the only diet I recommend, no negativity. Because as whatever you believe in, whatever you give energy to, grows. So when you think negative and you listen to negative people and you allow that negativity into your life, that is what's going to grow. And you don't want that. And it says, I pulled this card too. Caution, be careful while handling matters with the opposite sex. So I think there could be a tower moment with someone from the opposite sex, because there's a lightning thing that I put here. And then maybe you're waiting on messages, or maybe you're just wanting to take the phone off the hook. I know they don't do that anymore. This is for old people. That's what we used to do back in the day before you could block people. But it's something to do with the opposite sex, where maybe you need a break from talking. You might need to go inside. Here's the other egg that I was talking about. Maybe because you're growing, you're changing in yourself, you're fertilizing your spiritual inner child and healing that and growing it and ready to rebirth yourself. And I think the opposite sex right now could be distracting. It could be a relationship you're in. So just be mindful of that, and make sure that you're getting sleep, and you're not allowing the opposite sex, someone that you're involved with on a romantic level or dating or involved with, to keep you and cause you to lose sleep and have tower moments, and allow them to prevent you from this transformation. Because an egg is a transformation too, right? The egg breaks out when you have a chicken or chick. So make sure that your relationship and the relationships in your life aren't holding you back from this transformation and this breakthrough. Okay, and it says, always do the best with the cards that you're dealt. So I feel like you have been doing the best. You've been trying, but the universe is asking you to take your resources, the things you've been given, and always do your best with those things. If you have lemons, make lemonade, as they say, right? Whatever you have, whatever gifts you have and what you've been given, work with it to your best ability and be grateful. And think of how, if you have, you know how that one cooking show where they get like 5 ingredients and they have to make something amazing? That's what you're doing. And I think that's also part of your transformation. You're going to start taking what you were given and making it into something amazing, something that is award-winning. You're winning the award. That's what's happening. And so I feel like just in certain things, like when I was talking about looking in someone's eyes, there's just certain relationships, because it says the honeymoon is over, reality is set in, and now the real work is required. And I just feel like certain people in your life are not putting in the same work that you're putting in to the relationship, friendship, family, members, coworkers. You're putting in this work, and I feel like there were things, you were sold a dream. Certain people tried to sell you a dream, like, oh, I'll collaborate. Oh yeah, I got you. Oh, but really, you're the one who's actually putting in the work, and you're the one who's coming up feeling like you're doing the most and you're working so hard, and these other people are really just kind of leeching off your energy and siphoning your energy because they don't want to do the inner work, but you're doing the inner work. So it's just telling you to be aware that when you meet people and you think they're this great influence in your life and you're so happy to have them, and then you realize, wait a minute, the honeymoon's over. Like, they're not. That was just the act to get me there. But they're not going the long haul. They're not going the distance. So there's people in your life that aren't going the distance. And as a trigger card that I pulled, it says, when I'm disconnected physically or emotionally from my partner, I begin to feel scared and lack confidence. So I feel like when you pull your energy away from people, they get scared and they just, and I think the same with you. Sometimes maybe you have some abandonment issues that you have to work through, where when people pull away from you, your confidence starts to waver, and you just emotionally want to shut down. And Spirit's asking you not to do that. They're asking you to be secure in yourself and to know that you are enough. And you don't have to do anymore. You don't have to show up any certain kind of way. And you don't have to think just because someone is taking distance from you, don't take it personally, because it's not anything about you. It could be for other reasons that have nothing to do with you. So keep your confidence up. Don't be triggered when if you feel alone, or if you feel like people before that were supporting you aren't as supportive. Just go with the flow and know that that's what Spirit is bringing to you. And that's what Spirit, they bring the right people to you, and they take people away from you as well. And it's for your best, highest good. So then I got the card from Athena, and she's the goddess who was Zeus's daughter. And it says that you have inner wisdom inside of you. You have knowledge. And the owl is really prominent because that was her spirit animal. That and black pigeons. But anyhow, so you have the inner wisdom. Don't let anyone tell you that you don't. And that goes back to the cards you were dealt with. Sometimes maybe you think that you're lacking, or there's something you don't know, but really it is within you. If you take the time to believe in yourself, to calm your emotions and those triggers, you'll know that you have the inner wisdom and you can overcome anything. Okay? And they want you to take appropriate action without delay. They want you to embrace this transformation. And then the Fool card came out with that as confirmation. So they want you to take this leap of faith. Dive into this transformation. Don't be afraid of what you're losing. Think of everything you're gaining. Don't think of it as losing. Think of it as gaining. And I know sometimes it's hard to change things in your life and let go of things from the past, but you're ready. And as you do it, you're going to break out of this cocoon. You're going to break out of the egg. You're going to be the cute little chick, or you're going to be a beautiful butterfly. So you should definitely take the leap of faith. And then White Tara came up and saying that as you go through this transformation, you're going to become more sensitive to people, which goes back to like you're going to look in people's eyes and you're going to see, and you're going to be in certain situations, certain foods, certain environments, certain music, certain anything. TV shows are going to trigger you, and you're going to be sensitive and be like, I have to turn that off. There's things that in the past you were attracted to that just you won't even be able to deal with them anymore, because you're getting more spiritually connected. And as you raise your vibration and you ascend, certain things just can't go with you. They can't vibrate that high. So you'll just feel repelled to those things, and it's just going to be amazing to you, because you're gonna be like, I love this, like what's going on, what I get, you're just gonna be turning off the TV, like I can't listen to that anymore, I can't be around those people anymore, I can't, because you're ascending. And White Tara also, she has eyes, if you notice, on her feet and her hands, because she accepts all prayers. She's kind of like a female Buddha, and she wants to help you ascend, but you have to pray. Continue to pray. And remember our prayer. Let me be big, God, not small-minded, not petty. Let me love as you love. And that's what this transformation is about. You're going to start loving the way God loves. And God's love is all-encompassing, all-empowering. It will saturate every part of your life. And it will transform you. And it will make you always happy no matter what happens. It doesn't matter what happens. You'll always feel at peace. Because you'll know that even the things that you perceive as bad are actually helping you grow and become closer to God. Which is why we're here on earth, is to elevate, to ascend to our Creator, who we are made in His image, right? Or her image, or whatever, however you see God. So it says that your luck is always going to change, which is really interesting because this came like right underneath the card, which I keep talking about, deal with the cards that you're dealt with. So your luck will change, and sometimes it will feel like something unlucky is happening to you, but ultimately you're going to see that it was actually very much lucky. So the Wheel of Fortune moves, right? That's what this is kind of like the roulette wheel. You know, it's always moving, and sometimes it hits where you want it and sometimes it doesn't. But really in the end, it's always really lucky for you because it's getting you where you need to be. So your luck will change, but just if you go against the flow and go against change and try to fight fate, it will never work. That's why karmic relationships and karmic people in your life never work, because they're fighting against fate and destiny, because God has a plan for us. Or our Creator has certain plans that we've agreed with Him to come to earth to live out. And if you can try magic, you can try manipulation, you can try lying, all these things, but you can never outsmart God, your Creator, right? It's like kind of like a mom. The kids can do all kinds of things and go ask the dad when the mom says no and try all this stuff, but the mom knows what's going on. God knows what's going on, and He knows all of our true intentions. So you can never fight certain destined things. They are destined, and you have to accept the things. That's why we have the Serenity Prayer. You have to accept the things you can't control the things you can, and have the knowledge to know the difference. But I feel like there's someone in your life, or who's involved in your life plan right here in this transformation, that's trying to prevent you from this transformation. It could be in a relationship of some sort. And there is a karmic involved that actually thinks that they are going to change fate and change destiny, and it's just not going to happen. They're going to realize that. But you're going to become more sensitive. And then whenever... communication is very important, because it says there is going to be a reunion, and there's going to be rekindling of friendships and love, and it says a lucky win seems likely, which is really interesting because I pulled the Wheel of Fortune card, right? So there is going to be a lucky break for you, something lucky, something really beneficial is coming to you. It's important to communicate and to be positive and to stay in love. And I think there's going to be rekindling of something. It could be a friendship. It could be meeting up with people from the past, but it's going to help you to get into some kind of lucky situation that's going to bring fortune to you. And part of this white tarot, because white tarot also helps us to purify ourselves, because when your body is sensitive, you need to be mindful of everything that you feed it, everything that you give it to drink, eat, drugs, alcohol, people, music. Your sheets, could get toxins on them, and you just need to change your sheets. It could be anything that's making you sensitive. And it says that God lives within you, right? So your body is a living temple, and that's where God lives. You need to remember that. When you think about your Creator lives inside your body. So when you don't take care of your body, you don't eat right, you don't exercise, you don't do the things that are good for your body, you're basically giving God kind of a shitty house to live in, and that's not cool, So remember, your body is a temple, and God is within you, your Creator, okay? And He's living within you. And the proof that there is God is that He's within you. Your life is the proof. And so you're going to help others to learn. People who are skeptical about spirituality, you're going to help them to come more into the light and to believe more in their Creator. And that's part of also this transformation that you're going through. And it says be playful, and 2 playful cards came out because Mary Poppins came out. I love Mary Poppins because I definitely want to take my medicine with a spoonful of sugar if I have to take medicine. But it says I'm playful participant in life. So you're taking things way too seriously. I feel like you're focused on your cards, and you're like, I don't like these cards. But they want you to be like Mary Poppins, okay? And that goes back to, you have to take this medicine, but we're gonna put sugar in it. It's gonna taste really good. So kind of like try to see things on a more positive level, be more playful, have more fun. It says see life more as a game than a burden. So whatever you're doing, if you're just mopping the floor, start dancing with your mop and doing the tango across the floor. Make it fun. You can make anything fun. If you get creative, you can make anything fun. And that's what Mary Poppins did, right? And says, Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. So turn everything into a party. Everything. I don't care what it is. If you have to take out the trash, just go out there, dance the trash out. Do something to raise your vibration, because as you do that, you help the whole entire planet to be more positive, more. It's like a ripple effect. Remember that. So what makes you giggle? What brings out your healthy inner child? So do the things you did as a child, whatever it is, anything that's going to help you to make life more playful and fun as you go through this difficult transformation, because you are still possibly in that cocoon kind of phase. You haven't fully immersed as the butterfly. And so that could be uncomfortable at times, but do what you can to make it better, more fun, more exciting, more just spicy. And then it said let go. So, and this came out in reverse, so I feel like there's some things you haven't let go, and you need to stop dwelling so much on the bad things that have happened to you. Try to see the glass as more half full than empty, and let things go, because why do you want all this heavy stuff to carry around? You know what I'm saying? Let that stuff go where you can have a lighter load on yourself. Things that are not important, then it's kind of like the prayer about being petty. All those petty, unimportant things, shed that so that you can be light like the butterfly, right? Because that cocoon is heavy. This transformation of letting go and becoming, getting in your higher self, making things more fun, being more positive, it's going to help you to find true luck and good fortune. But you have to let go. And that means grudges are not a great look. Grudges are not a great look. So if you're holding on to a grudge, you're angry, I don't care what that person did to you. I know it's hard, but grudges just make you look bitter. Why be bitter? Why be bitter when you can be better? Be better. Don't be bitter. Okay, and so those are your messages, and I hope you guys enjoyed them. Those are what the goddesses have to say. Don't forget you're a goddess or a god if you're a man. God lives inside you, so that makes you godlike. You are like your creator. I love you guys. Have a great night. Mwah. Bye.